Utah's real estate is as diverse as its climates. From the summits of Park City all the way to the red rocks of St. George, Utah's real estate is bursting with character. Utahns love their real estate.
But it's always evolving and changing, whether somebody wants to sell it or remodel it.
This is Utah Real Estate Essentials.
It's just so fun. Let's head down to the Red Rocks of St. George and see what the Ames team is up to.
Hey, Jay. This week we're going to Springdale, Utah. Springdale has a reputation of incredible mountains because you're surrounded, Jay, by Zion. And this house was specifically built to have views, incredible views, out virtually every window in the house. Look at those mountain views, Jay.
It's just amazing. And then they've got like a wash behind it, so there's really nobody behind the property. And look at those windows on the back.
Yep. Those are floor-to-ceiling windows, and the views are just endless in that kitchen great room area. The kitchen comes all the way into the great room. So you could entertain, throw a party, have guests, or just a quiet family or spouse meal, and in the serenity of look at those mountains. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is really something. They clearly built this house around where they wanted to have those views. I love a house like that where they really take it. Okay, we want to have that angle there. We want them really tall windows here. A beautiful work.
Yeah, you can tell this is not a builder that bought a package house plan. Mm-hmm. You can tell this one was custom built, custom designed in every way to bring the beauty and serenity of Zion all the way into the house, into the great room, onto the patio, and just enjoyment every room in the house, Jay.
Yeah, look at that. Looking out those nice windows there, you can see the rocks and you still have those beautiful views. So it's kind of got that floor view and that look past it, which is just amazing. Such great depth.
Yeah, got a killer master bath. And the great thing about this house as well, Jay, it's a great house, all the peace and the serenity you'd want, but yet it's only like 5 minutes from the entrance gate to Zion. You can walk down the road literally in about 10 minutes and get to the first shuttle stop down the street. There's tons of storage in this house, just tons of storage. And the downstairs as well is plumbed for a second kitchen, Jay.
Yeah, look at that. And it's perfect because it's a walkout. So even in the lower level, you're looking out at those beautiful views.
Exactly. Yeah, they definitely maximized the hillside for this house in terms of doing that. One of the great things about this house, Jay, they have $23,000 of paid off solar panels, and their electric bill runs an average of $9 a month.
Oh, that's so nice. Because down there, you're going to be running the AC or you're going to run the heater one way or another. And take a look at that nice garage. Beautiful property.
Yeah. Nice 2-car garage, fire pit, exotic, upgraded granite. Just great in every way. And this thing is ready to move into.
Yeah, and there are those amazing views, which is spectacular. So, John, if somebody wanted more information, how would they reach out to you?
Jay, they can reach us at 1-800-206-1003, or they can email us at aimsteamutah.com.
Okay, Mary Lee, for this one, talk about beautiful, and we're headed out into Harriman, and Harriman's had a ton of development. Ever since they finished the freeway out here, this place has just exploded, and it's a great place to live.
And easy access now.
That's right, because all the freeway access, you used to have to drive all the surface streets, but now you can just drive right out on the freeway, which has made it real accessible to people who are living downtown. There's also track lines and everything. So this area is now exploded, and here you get into a nice little townhouse. It's an end unit, around that $300,000 range, and you talk about beautiful, and take a look at this. Very nice.
It looks great. I mean, it looks like it's an end unit, which is awesome too.
Yeah, so only people on one side of the property, and it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, it's about 2,200 square feet. It's 2.5 baths actually, and take a look at the lower level. The home theater is all built in, and that's going to be staying with the property. Talk about a bonus.
Absolutely. That looks awesome.
Yeah, so let's, there's a little half bath down there also. So let's talk a little bit about financing, because that's obviously really important in these properties. What kind of financing would we be talking about on a property like this?
So you could do conventional or FHA or even VA with this property, and we could actually still do 0 down. People can actually get into this home for nothing down. They're great rates, and at least they could take advantage of not renting and be able to take advantage of the tax write-offs.
Yeah, which is huge, because instead of making that rent payment, and rents on these type of properties are actually more than what your house payment is, because the interest rates are so good, and then you get the tax write-off for it, and you get the appreciation of the property. And so this is a really good option instead of going to sign that rental contract. And the loans you're talking about, you don't even have to have like an amazing credit score, right?
No, you don't. And I see it all day long that people's rents are higher than what they end up buying their house for and getting their house payment for.
Yeah, and it's such a good way to go. It's a great way to get into home ownership. The area and the location is really booming out there. Cute little property that's brand new. And take a look at here. Here's the clubhouse, which includes the workout room. You got a pool back there.
Oh, how
and you've
nice.
also got a hot tub. Isn't that great?
Yes.
So you're part of a whole community. And so Marilee, if somebody wanted to talk more about a specific loan, how would they reach out to you?
They can call me anytime on my cell phone at 801-898-6784. Love to talk to them about options.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
So you're buying a new house, and what if something breaks in the first year? Ask your agent to get an Elevate home warranty. We cover major systems like your appliances, your plumbing, your electrical, your hot water heater, your furnace, your garage door opener, and we also do rekey. So next time you buy a house, just don't buy any old home warranty, buy an Elevate home warranty.
All right, Lise, for this one, looks like we're headed out to Harriman, right?
We are in Harriman, but close to the Mountain View corridor. Lots of amenities out there, easy access.
Yeah, talk about curb appeal. A lot of people talk about this. This one's got a lot of roof lines, a lot of different dimensions, lots of character.
Oh, it is beautiful. And then when you walk in, it's so nice and open, and you can put a living room in here, a formal dining room, a music room, really versatile.
And then headed down the hall, and now we get into the great room, which is nice because they've got this big upgraded kitchen, and then it just continues into a big open space, right?
Yes, I love the upgrades in this kitchen, the wood floor. You know, this home has just under 4,000 square feet. Amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very nice. And there you can kind of take a look at that. They talk about, does it have a great room? This is definitely a great room. Really good use of space, and a really cool little style they have in there. I like it.
I love it. I love the fireplace there. So desirable to have that. Higher ceilings, great for entertaining, having family, get-togethers. Wonderful home. And there's so much light in this home. Can you see how it feels warm?
Yeah, it's a very, very nice little floor plan. I really like it. You like to add that half bath on the main, which is perfect. And then you go upstairs and it looks like we got another little kind of sitting room, right?
This is brilliant. It's a great sitting area. You could do a study area for the kids or whatever you want to do. The top floor has 4 bedrooms, including the master. And these rooms are a great size, very spacious and wonderful.
Yeah, nice neutral colors, which is nice. They really pop the colors on a lot of their bedding and stuff, but you'll notice the house stayed the same. And so this is really nice. As the next buyer comes in, they can come and make that property real easy, change the colors out, which would be nice.
Oh, absolutely. And again, you have the spacious master bedroom and the bathroom area with a very large closet, spacious tub and shower area. This is move-in ready. And again, the colors are perfect for any kind of decor.
Yeah, very nice. And it looks like the laundry is upstairs, which is nice. So you don't have to carry the laundry up and downstairs, which very
brilliant
desirable.
design.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here in the basement, it's so well laid out. A great family room here. And you'll also find 2 more bedrooms.
And one of the things I like most is look at this backyard and the multi-tiered deck in the back. And that's all Trex, which is really nice. That's not going to fade or go away. And they've got a nice little layout, beautifully fenced yard, right?
Oh, let me tell you, this is a great home for anyone.
For this one, I figured we'd go out and look at one of the houses that we did a before and after on the show, and why not bring in the designer, the person. So I got Rochelle Johnson here. And so Rochelle, this is what you do. You help people see the vision where they can take an older home and make it new, right?
Yes, this was an amazing home that had so much potential, and I helped the cute couple just revitalize this and make the space updated and fresh and great for a young family. I think it had just been neglected, and it needed a little bit of loving. So.
Yeah. In this area, we're in Holiday. We're right next to a park. These houses are really, really valuable, but they reach their age and they need a refreshing. And this is the perfect time to go in, right?
Yes, actually, about every 12 years, whether it needs it or not, I think it just has to have some updating done. So.
And this one had gone a lot longer than that, so this was the perfect one to walk into. Now you came in about halfway through the project as they'd already done the demo, and you were more involved in, normally you do spacing and stuff like that, but more you were involved in colors and stuff on this one, right?
Yes, I was just helping them, come up with kind of a neutral color palette that would be easy to live with for a long time. So we were looking at whites and grays and kind of the neutral woods, the, warmth that some of those elements that are natural bring in, a little bit of quartz that has the pattern to it, but it's not too busy.
Yeah.
Just making it fresh and light and inviting.
So I noticed what you did on this one. You went with the traditional white cabinets, which really never go out of style, and then a nice hardwood floor in there, because that never goes out of style.
Right.
And then you can change the color of the walls or whatever you want to do down the road, but this makes this thing last for a long time, right?
Exactly, so that then they can live with it and change their furniture instead of changing the structure so much to give them a new space,
Yeah.
a new look.
Which is just the way you should design it. You're looking for a long-term use out of this property. It's not that we just want to really blast of something new because blue's in, right? But we don't do a blue wall. We're looking for longevity out of this, right?
Exactly. I think that it's important to incorporate a little bit of, trend and some things that are kind of fun and hip, but you want to be careful. It's a fine line between going too far with some of those really trendy things and trying to be timeless at the same time.
Yeah, and I think you did a really nice balance on this one where the colors are perfect and the style, it lays out really well, but it's nothing that's so poppy and so trendy right now that it's going to be, 2 years from now we're going to be like, oh gosh, we can never have that house.
Exactly.
Yeah, and as we're looking through these colors and styles and stuff, you can see the white is really, it's such a nice color. It's so, and the grays, you didn't overdo it with grays, because grays may be good today, they may not be good tomorrow.
They're actually starting to go out.
They are already? Well, this is not good, because I just did my house in grays.
So you just have to, choose carefully. Just do a little bit of that gray. I think it's tending towards the warm tones again.
It is?
And we've got the gold coming in and that
Yeah,
platinum,
I noticed a lot of gold coming in lately.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what else. Let's talk about what styles are coming up. That's a great conversation.
Well, I think, organic is still big. I think there are lots of materials that people want to use because they're recycled or they're, organic. So that's still a huge trend. I think mid-century is a huge trend right now too, with natural materials and 3D kinds of tiles and things like that. So yeah.
Great job. It turned out really wonderful. So Rochelle, if somebody wanted to reach out to you, how would they contact you?
They could call me on my cell, which is 801-231-0305, or you could email me at rochelle@jdgstudios.com.
Hey Marilee, we're at this great home and holiday. There's so much happening in the market right now. Loan programs are all over the place. Tell us about what you guys have to offer.
So there's so many loan options out there right now for clients. One of them that's really awesome is there's a 3% down conventional loan. Gets people in for hardly anything. And I don't think people realize that that program's out there that can help them get into a home so cheap.
Wow, 3% down. That helps them get into a house faster. They don't have to save the 5, or some people think 20% down.
A lot of people think that, but 3% is a great way to go. Interest rates are so awesome right now.
I mean, they really are. I'm seeing people's interest rates now that I saw 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
And it's really nice.
Yep.
It's really nice. You guys have a special that you're doing right now.
We are. We're doing a free appraisal for anybody that wants to come in and apply for Team Marilee. We'd love to help them and get them into a new home.
Okay, Billy, for this one, I am super excited. We're headed up to Bountiful, which is, I think, one of the best places in the whole state to buy real estate, because it's right here in a gated community, sitting right on the top of the mountain, overlooking the entire valley down there. This is a spectacular property. So excited about it.
Yeah, the landscape, I mean, even right off the bat, landscaping's beautiful.
They put
Bright
a lot
colors.
of time, money, and effort into the landscaping, in the views from the property. You're right up on top of this gated community, and you're looking over the entire valley, and it's beautiful. It's a property that I personally would love to have. The next property I buy, I really want to have a view, and so this one
absolutely.
comes to me, and I think, and I want to. My next property. And look at the inside, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, the layout of this house is really pretty.
So they had a family member actually draw up these plans. It's very unique. It's very charming. You can see these nice open spaces. We got the perfect walls to come through, and overlooks from upstairs. And they built it around the views, which I always like. And when you get a lot like this, you really want to build the house around the lot. Take a look at that beautiful designer kitchen.
Yeah, that is a ton of cabinet space.
Yeah, very tasteful, very well done. They've got right outside that window right there, they've got a waterfall that comes down and so you hear the sound of water running through the house.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's just so charming.
You just don't see a lot. I mean, I know I mentioned the cabinets, but you just don't see a lot of space like that in newer built houses.
They don't, because cabinets are so expensive. And so that when you see builders, when they're building, they're trying to cut down on cabinets, because that's where a lot of expense
minimizing
is.
the cost.
Yeah, minimizing cost. So a house like this, where they weren't worried about cost. These guys built this for themselves, but now there's too much house for them. They're going to scale down. And so it's perfect. It's got the master on the main floor right here, right off the side right here. Here's the master. Nice, beautiful master. And there's a house that's off to I would guess you'd consider it would be the south of the property, but the way they designed the house, you wouldn't even know it's there, because all the windows and everything and the master bath and everything is just completely, it still allows light, but it's
And aim towards the views and
Yeah.
taking advantage of where it is on that hill.
It's
Yeah.
really a charming property, and again, I can't stress enough the way that when they designed this plan, they thought about that lot and how they're going to all bring it together. It also has, interesting enough, they've built it so it's got elevator access,
Okay.
which they haven't added
That's
in yet,
cool.
but it's got space from the lower level all the way to the top to add an elevator in.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and so
It's
this
a
could be
long-term home, you know.
Yeah, because a lot of people, there's those views I was talking about
Oh,
from
that's
the upper
beautiful.
deck, and so you can still look out of the views even from upstairs, and so you're walking down the hallways and so really charming home. So we're getting into almost 5,000 square feet with 5 bedrooms and 5 baths. It was built originally in 2005. It has a 3-car garage, the access right in. Like I said, a gated community which never goes out of style, and lots of bedrooms. And as we're going down here, we're going down to the lower level right here, but notice still a ton of windows. Think about this. And here's your home theater.
Yeah, and in a 2005, like you mentioned, house, this theater is not 2005.
No.
That is super cool.
So nice, right? Well,
Yeah.
they redid everything. They've been, kind of keeping up with the times and keeping the house relevant, but the location never goes out of style. It's I think it's one of the best values you can buy in real estate is right up around the top, right up by Eaglewood Golf Course. It's a really nice area. You get the views. You get it really close to downtown. Beautiful. Look at the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
I just got to stop. There's where the fountain is. You can see the water running into the backyard.
And this property's perfect for people, like myself. I have pets, and having a backyard that's a little bit secluded is very, very hard to find right now.
Just beautiful rock work and their deck. A spectacular product. I'm really proud of this one. And there's some of those views that you'd be looking out of right from your gated community. And one of the best values, only $130 a square foot. This is
amazing.
A real good property. Looking around the state, let's head over to Park City and see what's trending with the David Lawson team.
Jay, we're here in Charleston, which is in the south end of the Heber Valley and the north point of Deer Creek, and right underneath Timpanogos. We have a beautiful house that we've just listed. It's 4,400 square feet, just over 4 acres.
Yeah, this is amazing. That roof and shimmering on that against that sun is just absolutely beautiful. This almost looks like something to be back on the East Coast, but they brought it right here, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The owner is obviously a horse enthusiast. The home was designed around the horses, as well as he's an architect and really brought a lot of his East Coast, West Coast flair and live indoor and outdoor design.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell he's definitely a very good architect because the way they put this all together, and this is a spectacular property. This is amazing.
The heart of the house here is this big giant kitchen and island. Obviously granite countertops, plenty of great storage, under cabinet, drawers, all that. Double oven, double fridge, refrigerator, and obviously big giant windows leading out to the pool, and you can see the whole valley in Timpanogos there.
Yeah, I just love the way that roof line is on the inside. It's got those vaulted ceilings with those beams, but the way they kept those kind of a light color, it let it just take advantage of that big ceiling that's in there. Really tastefully done.
Yeah, it's called a lantern, and they've actually duplicated that there in the home as an architectural feature, which is pretty difficult and expensive to do, but it's carried over, and it's like I said, duplicated in the barn, and as we'll see a little bit later.
Wow, that is so cool. And you can tell that an architect or something they had a vision in mind as they came to this house, and they put it all in. They didn't spare any expense on this.
They really didn't. She's in particular is the horse lover. The property is actually appointed with all of its pastures in the back, all designed and in mind to keep those horses safe and private.
Yeah, so nice. And heading into, I assume this is the master bedroom here. Is that what this is?
This is the master. Yeah, it's got some of the same stone architecture. It's got the barnwood headboard accent leading into the master bath with the separate tub and shower, the claw tub. The whole home is actually radiant heating. So it's super warm floor, very livable. It's got the warm towel racks and floor to ceiling travertine, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, they really put it all in on this property. So let's talk a little bit about the area, because we talk about Charleston and the Heber Valley, but this is a place that a lot of people are really loving because it's kind of the spin-off of Park City. People are coming down here because they can get such a good value down here, and you still have all the year-round things to do, all the fishing and boating and then skiing and, snowmobiling, whatever you want to do, right?
Absolutely. It's a huge horse community as well, and that's kind of what they're doing. It's 15-20 minutes outside of Park City, and you can have your animals right here on site. It's beautiful. Obviously, they've brought all the amenities. They've got the pool, in-ground hot tub right outside the master bedroom. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and this is, Heber was kind of a small little town, but it's really grown in its roots, and people are coming out here and building this amazing property, and it's such a quaint little community. And to see a property like this, I've been in this area many, many times, and I've never actually seen this property, but it's just absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful. It was in the 2010 Parade of Homes in Park City. Here we're actually leading into the barn area. It's a 6-stall barn, as you can see above. Some of the same timbers, that lantern, which leads up to a bunch of extra light. Each stall has its own radiant heater above it and fan, so it keeps that inclement weather, and the horse is super comfortable.
Yeah, somebody is going to come out here and buy this barn, and they're going to just get the house thrown in, because somebody that loves horses, and they're really going to, somebody's going to fall in love with this thing. And think, if you're a horse and live in that barn, well, you're living it just right. Take a look at that view from right there. This is really an amazing property, really something for somebody to go look at.